Before I get into the video, subscribe to Sports Talk with Acma Nintendo. They just hit 80 subs. Get them to 100 by March. They make great NBA content. But yeah, now to the video. And today I'm going to be talking about Damian Lillard. Now, he has been ruled out in the game today with an abdomen injury that he suffered last game. But before I get into the video, subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs before July, and you can get daily sports content and sports news. But yeah, Damian Lillard is injured. I will say the editing on this video is very lazy, but I'm just going to have everything that you need to know up, the stats, the preview of the game, and just the report that he's out. Yeah, Damian Lillard is out with an abdomen injury that he suffered he suffered it last game, which was against the Wizards. But it's going to be really tough for the team they're without their star player. But it was against the Wizards. He suffered it then. But he'll be out. For the Trailblazers, it's a big loss. You're against the Philadelphia 76ers. They are on a roll. Their team is relatively healthy right now, at least as healthy as a 76ers team can be. Mike Scott, Terrence Ferguson are out. Ben Simmons, probable for the game. And Shake Milton, also probable. So they're going to play kind of just like, these players are relatively injured, but they're fine. We have 76ers 8-2 in their last 10 on a 4-game win streak, while the Portland Trailblazers, they're 5-5 on the last 10. They're on a 1-game win streak in a win against the Washington Wizards. You really didn't have to win that one. You really did not have to. Yes, I'm a Wizards fan. But yeah, Damian Lillard has been the star. Of course, he hit a couple of clutch shots in that game, including a pretty much dagger of a 3. And then a really just blow-by dunk in that game. And he has been averaging 29, 7, and 5. 45% from the field, 38% from 3, 95% from the line. With only 3 turnovers per game, been one of the best players in the NBA like always. When is he not? And the Portland Trailblazers, they're going to be very short-handed for this game. So, like I said, 76ers, they're going to have pretty much their entire team except for Terrence Ferguson. But for the Portland Trailblazers, they have a lot of players out. Damian Lillard with the abdominal sprain, which is what the injury is. Then Derek Jones Jr., of course, foot sprain this year, little knee sprain. CJ McCollum, broken foot, and Yusuf Nurkic, broken wrist, as well as Zach Collins, ankle surgery. So this team is going to be very, very short-handed. What we could see is a lot of Gary Trent Jr. I'm expecting if they are going to win, Gary Trent is going to put up probably at least 20 or 25. Anthony Simons is also going to have a huge role, just a massive role. I'd expect Gary Trent to play shooting guard and Anthony Simons point guard. Keldon Blevins is probably going to have a big role. Carmelo and Robert Covington will probably be the starters for the forwards, as well as Harry Giles, Rodney Hood, and Melo and Rocco, they're going to be the starters. Harry Giles, Rodney Hood, they're going to get minutes for forward. Then Enes Kanter is going to be a center. So we can probably expect it that way. I'd expect Anthony Simons probably about like 30 minutes. Blevins probably like 10, 15. Trent probably like 30. Melo, Rocco probably like 30. Giles and Hood are probably going to get a good amount, like 20. Then Enes Kanter is probably going to get like 35 or something. It's going to be a lot of minutes towards the backup. They're going to have some of their biggest roles of the season. It's going to be a huge game for the Portland Trailblazers, but I feel like this is probably a lost game. Probably going to go down to 11-10, which will put them right on the brink. I don't know if they have the tiebreaker of the Golden State Warriors, but they will be tied with them. But the Warriors are playing the Mavericks, which could drop them to 11-11, or 12-10, which in that case would put them higher. And the Spurs do not have a game today, so the Trailblazers game and the Warriors game are going to be huge in the playoff race. Of course, the Rockets do play today, so they could move up to 11 and 10, which could get a two-way tie for the 9th seed between the Rockets and the Trailblazers. Also, the Mavericks will be playing, could move up to 10 and 13, which would be relatively in the games behind for the Spurs, which are the 8th seed right now, and the Rockets, which are the 10th seed, which in this year is the play-in. But yeah, Damian Lillard is going to be out for the Portland Trailblazers. It's going to be a huge loss. He just dropped 32. He's the star player, and for this team, it's relatively early in the season, so I guess you can't afford a loss. And they aren't like the Mavericks, who they cannot afford a loss right now. Absolutely not, which I'm pretty scared for this game because I'm a Liga fan. So, yeah. But they have, like, no centers in. But, yeah, Damian Lillard will be out for the Portland Trailblazers versus Philadelphia 76ers game. Philadelphia 76ers will most likely take the game. I don't see any way they don't. It's not on national television in the United States, which is my main demographic. So, yeah, that's the video. So the MVP rankings video, that will be out soon. I've pretty much finished the entire editing. So it'll be out probably a couple hours after this is out. But, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. BLT, stay safe, and peace.